Hi, my name is Shireen Horzak. I'm the president of AFSCME Local 3800 Clerical Workers Union at the University of Minnesota and a member of the U of M AFSCME Bargaining Committee. We returned to negotiations on July 17th and 18th with a mediator from the Bureau of Mediation Services facilitating the process. Thanks to the hundreds of emails from our members like you, the university moved off of their ridiculous and insulting opening wage offer of 0.1%, which amounts to about 2 cents an hour for our members. The university moved off of their proposal, but they did not go far enough. Before giving us their second wage proposal, Rachel Domacek, the university negotiator, lectured us on the budget of the university and cried poverty. She provided incorrect information regarding the university's budget process and stated that the university only has 2 revenue streams, the legislative allocation and tuition. She also said that the regions have already passed the budget for both years of our contract and that there isn't any money in year 2. We know both of these things to be untrue. When we met with the university's budget director, Julie Tonneson, she told us that the legislature only provides about 17% of the university budget. In addition to tuition revenue and the legislative allocation, the U has a significant endowment that provides $21 million in unrestricted funds. The U also has significant grant funding, and many staff salaries are actually funded through soft funds. They also have real estate income and other sources of income. We know that there aren't just 2 revenue streams. We also know from a meeting with Ken Horstman, the Director of Employee Benefits, that the university has had $29 million in savings off of our health insurance plan since 2002, and that those savings go into the general fund. We also reminded the university negotiators that the university is going public in September with a massive fundraising effort that plans to raise $4 billion for the university. So their claims of poverty when it comes time to provide raises for frontline staff are disingenuous at best. The university provided their current wage offer, and it stands at 1% across the board for technical and healthcare workers and 1.5% across the board for clerical workers. This offer is based on a 2% budget for the current fiscal year, but they do not want to make raises retroactive to the beginning of the fiscal year. On the 17th, they said that there was no money budgeted for year 2 and proposed a hard freeze. In other words, meaning that there would be no step increases in addition to an across-the-board increase. There would be neither. On the 18th, their written proposal changed and said there would be no change to the salary schedule, quote, which means that steps would be paid per the contract, but that there wouldn't be an across-the-board increase. They also stated that if the university establishes a salary increase pool for civil service employees, that the university would be open to reopening negotiations for wages in year 2. In other words, they have tied union staff and civil service together, and if we agreed to this, the university could give raises to faculty and P&A, those at the top of the pay scales at the university, while leaving behind those at the middle and the bottom. It is absolutely unacceptable to increase the gap between the haves and have-nots at the university, and we will not accept this. Our wage proposals for our union remain at 5% each year across the board. We also have proposals for fixing our step system so that it doesn't take decades to get to the top of our pay scales. Carrie Syme, one of the university negotiators, acknowledged that it is, quote, ridiculous that somebody isn't at the top of the scale after 39 years, end quote. And she asked us to show them what we wanted regarding a step fix. We're providing specific proposals to reduce the number of steps to get to the top, and have provided that and will continue to provide the data. We did make some headway on language proposals, but the headway was small. The university will include gender identity and gender expression in our non-discrimination clause, which is incredibly important for our members. They also agreed to include the right to a respectful workplace in the non-discrimination clause, though they are still refusing to include the mutually agreed upon definition of workplace bullying in the contract. They are also considering some fixes to the sign language interpreter scheduling process and on-call pay for clerical workers in certain departments on a trial basis. However, the university is still refusing to move on a number of our top priorities. 6 weeks paid parental leave for all parents regardless of gender status or birth parent status, the restoration of the Regents Scholarship to full coverage, union leave for the healthcare president that equals what is given to the other locals, and bereavement leave so that individuals do not have to use sick leave or vacation time to mourn the death of a family member. The university currently has refused to move on any of these important issues. The university also informed us that they are refusing to meet with us any longer as a joint committee with all of U of M AFSCME at the table together. And though the law says that the mediator must encourage them to meet jointly, they cannot be forced to do so. Though we will be meeting separately, we continue to stand united and will coordinate all bargaining and activities. We also stand united with our Teamster coworkers and faculty union members on the Duluth and Crookston campuses who are also in contract negotiations. We know that we are stronger together. Healthcare and technical union members will be back in bargaining the week of August 21st, and clerical members go back on September 6th. We continue to stand together for our standard of living. We ask you to join us and wear your AFSCME t-shirt every Friday as a show of solidarity with your coworkers. We ask you as well to continue to let the administration know that we are worth more and we deserve raises and respect. Go to AFSCME3800.org or AFSCME3937.org for more information on how to get involved. We are stronger together. Thank you.